Buah labu di dalam raga, air pegaga di dalam kendi. Kasih ibu membawa ke syurga, kasih keluarga kekal abadi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Family relationship is important and everyone wants a happy family. In the Arabic language, the term used for happy is sakinah. According to Ahmad and Hadi 2020, a Sakinah family is a family that strives for harmony, serenity, and comfort while following legal and religious guidelines. You may wonder, how can we build a Sakinah family? Let's watch this video.
Hey, kan dah cakap lepas minum letak atas meja. Kan nak kena sepak. Kemas.
Sorry lah mak, adik tak sengaja.
Hey, kan mak dah cakap tadi dah minum letak atas meja. Telinga ni kat mana? Cabut.
Sorry
Ha.
mak.
Kamu ingat ni bola ke nak sepak-sepak? Kemas ni.
Sorry mak. Adik tak sengaja.
You can see there's something different about situation 1 and 2, right? In situation 1, the daughter and the other sibling are both scared of their mother's scolding. But in situation 2, result in laughter from people that are around us and causes the daughter to feel alone and humiliated by their own mother and siblings. Words like telinga tercabut and ingat ni bola are sarcastic remark. Thus, you can probably guess what is one of the steps to build Sakinah family. Yes, avoiding sarcasm. In verse 11 of Surah al-Hujurat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us, "All believers, do not let some men ridicule others. They may be better than them. Nor let some women ridicule other women. They may be better than them. Do not defame one another, nor call each other by offensive nicknames. How evil it is to act rebelliously after having faith. And whoever does not repent, it is they who are the true wrongdoers." This verse clearly stated the prohibition on condemning. Al-Ghazali emphasized al-Shuriyah, which is more than just condemning. Rather, it is sarcasm. Thus, the verse mentioned not being sarcastic toward other Muslims. The act of sarcasm is condemning others, accompanied by laughter toward the people and laughing at their specific flaw or aib. According to a psychology concept by Lazarus 2012, hostility is sometimes masked by sarcasm as a form of humor. It can be related to the prohibition because it might not seem harmful, but it does have a deep impact on someone receive the sarcastic remark. The generation nowadays uses sarcasm in daily conversation with others. Despite it potentially showing hostility, it is still commonly used in daily conversation. The frequent use of sarcasm will lead it to become a habit. Hence, being sarcastic in daily conversation can slowly affect the value of respecting other people. And this can have a really bad impact on the family members. The impact can be in terms of identity and how they see themselves. They may have low self-esteem due to the sarcastic remark. Thus, avoiding sarcasm is a must toward anyone, even towards our family members and friends. One of the older adults that we interviewed stated that the value and respect in a family are secured by avoiding the act of condemning and sarcastic behavior by other family members, which can deeply harm them emotionally. The older adult stated that by following the verse and guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a Sakinah family can be built. It is quoted that, however, if we adhere to it, referring to the verse 11, the family is blessed by understanding each other and tolerance. Like in a family, we must have mutual understanding, help each other, respect each other. Hence, we must have mawadah warahmah in the family. It means loving and peaceful. End quote. To conclude, a Sakinah family is possible, starting with avoiding sarcasm between the family members. For the other step, let's watch the video first.
Asia, lama kita tak jumpa. Sayang, betul. Salam. nampak kau ni, aku macam teringat something pasal anak kau. Hari tu, aku nampak anak kau mencuri.
Mencuri?
Ya. Sebab hari tu, aku nampak dia kat kedai jam tau. Dia macam pelik sangat tau. Dia macam tengok kanan, dia tengok kiri. Lepas tu dia kan bawa beg kan. So aku rasa macam nampak dia ambil something yang berkilau.
Ambil
masuk
jam?
dalam beg dia. Rasa jam lah tu. Kau tak apa lagi kan. Lepas tu kau tahu kan, jam tu kan mahal. Yang kau sendiri sebut tu lah, yang anak kau nak tu.
Oh,
mahal
jam tu. Tapi jam tu mahal kot. Takkanlah dia nak mencuri.
Sebab mahal lah baru dia mencuri. Kau kata bagi dia beli. Lepas tu, aku ada dengar kau tahu. Dia macam komplain lah pasal kau yang dia dah meluat sangat.
Pasal aku?
Ya. Lepas tu dia ada cakap sesuatu lah. Patut kan kau beritahu kau.
Kau ni beritahu lah aku.
Oh, okey. Yang terasa tak lah. Dia cakap yang kau ni kedekut.
Aku? Dia cakap aku kata
Ya.
aku ni mak dia kot.
Nak macam mana? Budak-budak zaman sekarang
Siaplah dia nanti. Hei Aminah, kau buat malu mak ya?
Mina buat apa, Mak?
Kau jangan buat tak tahu. Makcik Limah dah bagi tahu aku, kau mencuri jam tu kan?
Mina curi jam? Sumpah Mina tak curi.
Penipu. Kau siap panggil aku kedekut. Dah kau duduk dalam bilik ni. Jangan keluar-keluar.
Assalamualaikum. Jiran kau Asia. Kenapa kau nampak muram je? Sedih je?
Aku masih tak percaya lah anak aku mencuri jam tu.
Oh, aku tak beritahu kau ni. Tak lagi?
Beritahu apa?
Sebenarnya bukan anak kau yang mencuri.
Bukan anak aku.
Bukan. Actually anak Pak Samad. Aku silap nampak.
Ya Allah, kau ni.
Sorry.
Aminah,
Ya, Mak.
Mak minta maaf ya. Mak baru tahu yang kamu tak curi jam tu.
Betul, Mak. Mina tak curi jam tu.
Ya, Mak tahu. Mak menyesal sekarang. Patutnya Mak cek dulu, Mak tanya dulu kamu. Mak selidik dulu sebelum percaya, bulat-bulat percaya kata Mak Limah tu. Mak minta maaf ya.
Tak apa, Mak. Mina maafkan Mak.
So from that video, we see how slander can affect relationships between a mother and a daughter. The mother believed the lies and created an illusory perception and mental construction of how her daughter was a thief without asking her daughter first. The daughter is seen in a negative light and she herself does not understand why that happened. For the whole week, she may have negative talks while being isolated. Thus, you can see that another step to building a Sakinah family is through verifying the news as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated in verse 6. O you who have believed, if there comes to you a disobedient one with information, investigate, lest you harm a people out of ignorance and become, over what you have done, regretful. Allah has reminded us that if a troublemaker brings you news, check it first, in case you have blamed others even though it is not their fault, and later you will regret what you have done. One of the older adults that we interviewed has told us about her experience of being slandered. The participant said that she had been accused by people around her without them knowing and understanding the purpose of her actions. The misunderstanding is as quoted. She might say that I will flirt or tackle her husband because I am widow now. So that was her quotation. Even though she had never had the intention of flirting with anyone, being slandered for the things that you have no intention of hurts a lot. A psychological theory called the knot theory of mind by Patrick in 2019 explains that the victim of slander will usually develop knots of negative emotions and thoughts about themselves. The negative emotions will keep going and on as long as they are in the hostile environment. The consequences can be really harmful, whereby it may lead to depression, anxiety, self-destruction, suicidal ideation, and even suicide. Now that we know the consequences, you may wonder what we can do. We can do and learn from the lesson that the older adult had learned, which was to avoid being judgmental. verify the news, and be more understanding of other people. The lesson that she learned was also suggested by Mushafa in 2009. In 2001, a Muslim scholar. He suggested that learning and practicing the ways of Islam, such as being patient and keeping harmonious family relationship, which avoid any misunderstanding among the family members, could build a Sakinah family. And then we should always know our own family the best and do not easily trust the words of a stranger or those that we know like to exaggerate about our siblings, parents, or significant others. We must not be judgmental and verify whether the statement is true or just a lie created to cause conflict in the family. If you hear that our family members are causing trouble for other people, remember to be patient and hear the clarification from our own family members. As stated by the older adult, he said, I would ask my children first and not be quick to scold them. By hearing the problem from your own children, you can make a more fair and accurate judgment. Another older adult that we interviewed told us that to build a Sakinah family, it first starts with us changing ourselves to be religious. Then the partner that we have selected must be religious as well. If both parents are religious and truly understand the verse, then they will prioritize Islamic teaching. Their children will be taught by them about Islam at an early stage. Then the children will obey the parents who follow the rules of the Quran and Sunnah. The children will become religious people, and the same good cycle will repeat in creating a Sakinah family. To conclude this video, there are two main steps in building a Sakinah family based on verses 11 and 6, which are avoiding sarcasm and verifying the news first to avoid a misunderstanding. Some of the steps are maybe not easy to be done, but it all starts with someone that wants to create the change. So be the change. We hope that everyone can follow these steps. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.